Hey guys, welcome! Today we're gonna do something very exciting. A book haul, my dudes! A book haul! A quick disclaimer, all the footage that you can see in this video was pre-filmed in the beginning of March before all the quarantine and stuff got closed. So please practice social distancing and keep it safe. Okay. Good. So I live in Washington State and I was interested in what's the coolest bookstore I have nearby me. It turns out in Oregon there's a bookstore, it's called Powell's Books. That is the biggest bookstore in the whole United States, which I was like, that's dope. And my husband being a pilot, we decided to travel there and check out some books because that's what people do. That was a lot of fun. And I even got to film some footage from the airplane, which is gonna start now. Montage time! Hey guys! So we have the airplane ready to go to Oregon to go to bookstore. I'm so excited. Hey, we're going. That's my husband. We're going to fly. All right, let's go. So you're probably wondering, Catherine, where's the footage from the bookstore? But I took some pictures on my phone. Okay, and now the bookies! Okay, by the way, before we start, if you don't know, Powell's Books sell new and used books together, and the whole store separated into different big sections, and there are a lot of books and a lot of choices. The whole experience I just loved. It was great. I found books for incredible prices, but I think I picked up 15 books in total because we had a limit. You know, we were flying an airplane, we couldn't hold a lot of books. It's extra weight, so let's just get to it. Hey, okay. The first book that I picked up is Inexplicable Logic of My Life by Benjamin Alari Science. I read Aristotle and Dante Discovered the Secrets of the Universe, and I liked it. It was really good and I really wanted to try more by this author. I was waiting for this book to come up in paperback so they can match, and I love paperbacks. I just know that it's YA contemporary. That's it. Hopefully this is just as good as the Aristotle Dante. The next book I was looking to read for such a long time, and I tried to get it in multiple bookstores but didn't sell it, and I found it in Powell's Books and I was like, yes! A Good Girl's Guide to Murder by Holly Jackson. Oh, I feel like so many people are just so excited to finally read this book. I think it's a YA mystery. This was full price. I had to pay full price for this one, which is $18, but it's okay. I love Mr. Thriller. I'm sure it's gonna be great. Okay, so the next book I got, History of the Rain by Niall Williams. I'm not sure who did I hear about this book from, but it's a historical fiction. Whoever heard about this book from is like obsessing over it. So I was like, I love historical fiction, so it doesn't matter what it's about, I'll read it. So I picked it up. This is 19 original Powell's books. I paid like $12 for this one. And no book haul is going without Agatha Christie. I found The Mysterious Affairs of Styles, which is her first ever published novel, and I was really interested to finally read it. It's Agatha Christie, should I say more? It's Mr. Thriller, her first ever published novel. So excited! Finally read something Poison, because I feel like Poison, Mr. Thrillers really come from her. It's like her golden mine right there. I'm currently reading The Shining by Stephen King, and I'm loving it. And so I needed Dr. Sleep ASAP. So this is exactly what I got. A lot of people are saying that Dr. Sleep isn't good, that it's not as good as Shining, that what the heck is this, but I'm still gonna read it because nothing's gonna stop me. Yeah, they didn't have any used copies of it, so I bought a brand new, but that's okay. It's a continuation to Shining, it's a horror. What else there's to say? I'm so excited to read this one. The next book that I was interested to read for a long time, and I finally found it used, is Perks of Being a Wallflower by Stephen Chbosky. This is a used copy, which I got for $9, which was yes. But it's like a new classic and you have to read it at school. Never did. Really interested. I think it's about depression or something like this. Some hard topics are discussed in this book, so we're gonna see. The next book that I got, I feel like I've heard about this one, but I don't remember from where, but I'm still interested to read it. Bone Gap by Laura Ruby. I think it's like hard-hitting contemporary. I think the girl goes missing and just stuff happens. I don't know more than that, but I'm still really excited to check this one out. Oh yeah, and I paid $4 for it, so you couldn't beat that. I read The Giver in February, and I had to buy a continuation for the series. The Gathering Blue needed to happen in my life. This is such a short book too, oh my gosh. And books like this that were published a long time ago, you usually can get them used and for like a good price. So this one I paid $5, which was great. I don't know anything about it, but I'm sure I will love it. Yes. The next book I feel like was the least exciting for me out of all of those books and was kind of pushed on me by my husband, and it was not a really good deal. It's A Stargirl by Jerry Spinelli. This is a used copy, as you can see, and I got it for $6.95, and it's not a good price. I opened, there was like some writing there, so there's some writing there. The book is a little bit cracked and well-read and well-used book. What you can see from this is that Powell's books usually have really good quality books, but if you find a good deal, like good for you, but sometimes it can look like a good deal. Like I wanted to read this book for a long time, but I don't know, paying $7 for a used book is like... The next book, it was my TBR and it's quite funny. It's The Perfect Nanny by Leila Slimani. I worked as a nanny, so I wanted to read the book about The Perfect Nanny. I think it's a mystery thriller actually. There's some murders happening, which is great. But I don't know any more than that. I just know that it's about creepy nanny. The next book that I got is another historical fiction. The Tattooist of Auschwitz by Heather Morris. Seen this book everywhere. I feel like who didn't? After reading The Night by Eloise Zoll, I want to read more of Auschwitz stories about Holocaust and stuff like this, so I thought this is gonna be a great read for me. Not everyone loves it, but hopefully I will. So the next book that I got is The Woman in the Cabin 10 by Ruth Ware. I really wanted to check out Ruth Ware for a long time. I have not read anything by her, and I really wanted to start with something she wrote first and then go in the publishing order, and I saw this used for, you know, $7 and I was like, I can't pass it up. I heard about Ruth Ware and I really wanted to check her writing out and see if I connect with it. The next book makes me so excited. Brit Mare Was Here by Frederick Backman. Oh my god! I read a man called Uwe, and I really wanted to try more by him to see if he can be my new favorite author. Found this one for $9.95. It was a really great find. I don't know anything about it, but Frederick Bateman, like, I will read anything at this point by this author, so that's exciting. I read We Shall All Be Feminists and Dear Duelli, or Feminist Manifesto's 15 Suggestions by Chimamanda Ngozi Adichie, and I wanted to try her full-size novel for so long, and I finally found this one, Americana. I was so excited to find this one used for only $7.50. I think it's one of her first novels. Maybe I might be wrong. To check her writing, to check her like stories, like her fiction, her fictional stuff. I think she has so much potential in my heart. Turtles All the Way Down by John Green. I've never read anything by John Green, but my friend pushed me and said, you must read this. This is much better than everything else. You might actually like this. It's more hard-hitting. I was like, okay, alright. Found this one for $8.98, which is okay. What's the full price? $20? Okay, I guess that is a good deal. Don't know anything about it, but I bet you do, so tell me if you like this one in the comments down below. And the last book that we finished in this book haul, I found this cool book that I wanted for such a long time. The New York Times Book of Crime. Oh, this is everything that was, you know, happening in New York. There's all this murders and crimes and stuff. Mass murder, assassination, just a regular old murder. So there's some good stuff. There's some good stuff. I was excited. And this book full price is actually really pricey. It's $27, but I found it for $10.98. So that's it, you guys. That's all the books I got at Powell's Books. Thank you so much for going along with me on this cool adventure. I would say when this whole thing is over and you can make the trip, like, definitely go and visit Powell's Books. By the way, this video isn't sponsored. It's just my own, just me going buying books, my own money, having great experience, great times. I'm sorry I didn't film more. It was raining, didn't get my camera wet, and the book side of bookstore was a lot of people and it felt awkward. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye!